Alright guys, I am back. However, it is lightning like crazy out and thundering. So, I mean, you might get a little bit of Colorado magic in this video. Though I will say I am done with rain. So I am back working on this cover here. Where we left off, I had just started putting the Mod Podge on, and I absolutely love the way this has turned out. It is spectacular in my opinion. So we're going to get the bones ready for this one. So I've just brought along a couple of things. My guide that I'm going to use, I've already cut these pieces down to fit in here. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's jump in and we will just chit chat and talk over the thunder and lightning. It's still the 4th of July. We went to my dad's, had some burgers and some hot dogs, and it was absolutely wonderful. Let's see, what else did we do? I took a nice hot shower and I put some of my pain relief cream on my knee. So right now it's feeling great. So yeah, Dad's doing great, which is always good to hear and see. So yeah, and I think if my little brother, who lives next door, can have like 15 minutes of not rain, he's gonna maybe shoot off some of the small fireworks that he bought this year. If not, I'm guessing tomorrow night or this weekend we'll go watch his little display of fireworks. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope your 4th of Julys were great for those of you that celebrate it. Let's see, I don't know if they celebrate it. They probably don't in any other part of the world, now that I think about it, because it's an American holiday, right? So yeah, I wonder if Gracie's gonna come out and tell us any more of her 4th of July jokes. She had one at my dad's, made him laugh, but I don't remember what it was now. That girl's pretty funny. And my son joined us for dinner, so that was an awesome treat. So yeah, I'm just gonna record a video or two tonight, and then I'm gonna go to bed and get up and work in the morning. And yeah, Monday at work was interesting. I think I said in a previous video, I found a folder full of invoices that hadn't been done for May. So that was kind of unexpected. So yeah, so I did those all day Monday. So tomorrow I think I'm going to go back and start working on the entry into the general ledger. So, and then I've got some spreadsheet work to do for my new boss's accountant. So yeah, that ought to be interesting. And the cats are like going a little bit nuts over here. So, you know, you'll probably hear that too. All right, so now that I got this portion done, I am going to flip it over, and we are using corners on this one. I'm just using the brass, I guess, copper, or not copper, but just the brass, because it's got the gold type color in there, or brass, I guess. Just so it kind of mixes with this gold here. And I was pleasantly surprised that the that's what I'm looking for. The Mod Podge didn't really mess a whole lot with the the gold, like, because it's matte, so I was thinking it might take some of that shine out of there, but it doesn't seem to have done that, so I was pleasantly surprised with that. I am definitely going to Mod Podge fabric covers like this again. I love the results, and that's what leads me to believe that I haven't done it before, is because if I had, then I would have remembered that I liked it. So yeah. So we'll get back to the, okay, so this series is gonna come in like waves, I guess, is what I need to say too. I'm just gonna run all of the 3 together. Maybe, I don't know, because it's easier for me to, I might release them all in like the same, like this all be a series type of thing, and then the next one or whatever, but originally because it's easier for me to work on several projects if I have, that way when I'm like letting things dry, it will be easier for me to film. And like I can set this aside and film the next one, which is probably going to happen this evening. So not sure how the release dates will work on it, but oh, and we're getting a little bit of bird song in there. I don't know what those birds think they're doing out in the rain, but I am so sick of the rain, guys. And it's supposed to be rainy all through the weekend too. Obviously it's Tuesday, the 4th of July, but okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna leave that alone for a minute. I'm gonna cap this glue because I'm not gonna need it for a second. And in one of the last videos, I told you that I've never really done an invisible spine, I don't think. And so that's gonna be a challenge. So let me show you what we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna use a little piece of paper here for the gold that we're gonna use. I'm kind of glad I got the cover done earlier before we left, before the rain really set in, because it's very humid now. And I would have to worry about there being like the corners popping up. So I'm just going to put gold on these raised pieces here. Try to get it in here. And that other book, not the altered book, but the other book we were working on, I'm gonna probably paint that one tonight too, or at least get it started so that it can dry thoroughly before we move on to the next step. I know this is kind of tedious work, but necessary. I think I'm liking it already. Sounds like the storm is subsiding a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't hold much weight to all that, but sorry, I had to bring it a little closer to my own face there. Well, what are you thinking, guys? I like it. Let me make sure I'm still in frame here, down at this bottom one. Okay. Sometimes when I take my phone out of the cradle and then move around a little bit, sometimes it gets a little jostled, so. Okay. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up much, but it kind of almost looks, on top of that Mod Podge in fabric, it almost looks like kind of like a gilded color. I kind of like it. I think I'm just going to try to put one last kind of coat on here. Darken it up a little bit. Or fill it in, whatever you want to call it. Well, could have been worse, I guess. Oh, shoot. Oh. It's going to be one of those things I need to stop touching it. Okay. Now, debating. I think I'm going to put... I haven't done this in a while either. Do a little gold around the edges with paint. I've done it with my waxes, but not with paint. It just almost does like a gilding. And I don't worry too much about the straight line per se. I mean, I don't want it too crazy, but oh shoot. Okay, I ended up not getting too much of that on there. Yeah, and I'm not really overly fussed about that either. Yeah, wow. Can you see the inside there? Yeah, I like that. Okay. And I'm just going to do it on the sides here, and then we're going to set it aside to dry. And then we'll paint the other side of it, or the bottom side there. Yep, I like where it's just barely kissing the other side. And it's not like a solid line, so I like that. I really do. Sorry, I'm not over talkative. Perfect. Wow. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna set it up like this over here on this other book. I'll let that dry for a few minutes, and then I'll get I'm gonna maybe fold that over just a tiny bit. Oh, and just kind of maybe throw something over the top so our ooh, excuse me, that was dinner barking back at me. All right, just so that it doesn't get too dried out. Okay, so I already have this. Oh. Okay, sorry, I was thinking I messed up my paintbrush, put it all the way in the paint. I didn't. Okay, I actually am going to pause for just a second because I need to grab one of the things I didn't grab for the video. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, I ended up finding this canvas because I could not find that webbing stuff that Jamie sent me a while back. Sorry, Jamie. I tried. Really tried. So I had this handy. So again, I'm going to preface this whole next thing by I have never actually ever done this portion. So, and then as soon as I get this put together, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, or maybe that by that time the cover will be done. We can do the bottom, and then I will stop the video so that this can dry really good. And then when we come back, I will put we'll actually sew the signature in. I did manage to find not quite what I had before, but I did manage to find a new awl of sorts, so that'll be fun to use. Okay. All right, so that will probably give us our really good backing. And I'm thinking that I want that on there too, but let's, is that dry enough? Yeah, I think it's dry enough, at least for now. I just want to see how this is going to look in there because I was hoping that so this piece should sit right in there. And it does, right on that spine. And I was hoping that that lace would look a little bit different, but it does not. And I think I almost like this look just a tiny bit better. So that's okay. I mean, we can use that on the next journal. I do think though, I might try to kind of darken up those edges just a little bit. Bring some of that Distress ink out. Dirty it up a little bit. As you can tell, I kind of dirtied that other piece up a little bit, so I'll brush it out a little. Yeah, that'll still be okay. And if we decide to, we can throw a little bit of something over the top of that. All right, so we got this ready and now it's got to dry. So let's throw the last little bit of paint on this other piece here. I like how that is. Okay, so bear with me, guys. And then I'll take a break, go clean up my paintbrush. And then we'll come back and make this signature. tell you how much I'm already loving this. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so when I come back, we will just continue to work on this little gem. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.